Hello, I'm Alan Albright. I'm a counselor at Mapleton Junior High School, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about NCAA eligibility. The NCAA eligibility, you must have 16 for Division I. You must have 16 core classes, and of those classes, you need to have 4 credits of English. You need to have 3 credits of math. You need to have 3 credits of social studies, 2 years of a science. One of them has to be a lab. And then you're going to have extra classes you would take to come up with the 16. I always suggest that you take a foreign language, at least a couple of years. Otherwise, you're looking at doing 4 years of English, 4 years of math, 4 years of science, and 4 years of social studies to get to that 16. High school credit is you need 4 years of English, 3 years of math, and 3 years of science. So that kind of helps us along the way as far as just getting the general education requirements. And if you were to do that and you take your 3 credits of social studies, then you're pretty much on your way with a foreign language, 2 years of a foreign language. So that makes it better for you. Now, some of the things you'll want to do is you'll want to have registered by your junior year so that at the end of your junior year, you can have your transcript sent to the NCAA and evaluated. You want to make sure your junior year, you will have taken the ACT at the high school, and you want to make sure that you have that taken to visit a college campus your senior year. If you're being recruited, you will have to have taken a ACT score. And then they will evaluate your credits. They will then coaches have to check with the NCAA requirement eligibility center, and they'll see if they can be able to bring you on for a visit. Now, one of the things that the NCAA does have different than regular college admittance and things like that is you can take the ACT score as many times as you like. It has to be taken at a national on a national date. I think they offer about 6 or 7 a year, and somewhere in there. And it has to be, and the one you will be taking at high school is recognized, but you must take it there. A lot of schools have what they call residual ACTs that can be used at that school, but it is only good at that school for academic scholarships at school. It will not help for NCAA. It will not count. They will not count that. And so, and what that does is, say you take the ACT test and you score 21 on your English the one time, but maybe you got a 13 on your math. Well, if you take the test again and you get, say you get now a 21 on your English, and you had a 21 on your math before, but you got a 15 on your math, they will take the highest score. So they will take the 221s for the math and English as they figure out your score. And what they're going to do is they're going to take your ACT and combine it with your GPA, and then that'll establish your eligibility, whether you're able to accept a scholarship or not. Understand when you're talking about grades, so maybe you didn't do so well in a class, you go, well, I'm going to take a pass. Well, a pass will count as a D. It counts as your lowest score at your school. So they will count your pass class as a D. And what they do, they don't count B pluses, B minus, or anything like that. They count just the letter grade, A, B, C, and D. So it's 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's how they establish your GPA combined with your ACT score. Now, Maple Mountain really has that. I'm sure most of you will be going to school there. They have on their webpage, they have the NCAA courses. Now, the nice thing about that is that you can go through, and if there is a new course that's established at the school, in fact, so let's say they added a new type of English class, they could get that NCAA approved, and then they can have that go on their core list, that they can count that as one of the classes that can be counted for the 16. So this is just kind of a worksheet that you can use, that you can count on, and as you see, you can go down, and you just each year as you go down, you can just add those things during the years. One thing a lot of times I suggest is take Earth System as a ninth grader. Now, if you're a far more advanced student, that's okay. Uh, but if you take biology as ninth grader, then you're taking physics or chemistry as a sophomore, rather than if you're taking Earth Systems and then take biology, then you got your choice of chemistry, physics, even college biology 1010, chemistry 1010, or any of those things. So it just kind of helps with a lot of students in that way, but that's totally up to you what you're taking. So if you have any questions, I'm always willing to meet with anybody at any time on going over eligibility. But I suggest, like I say, having this done, have most of your credits done by your junior year so that they can pretty much eligibilize it. And they won't even look at this until a college coach is interested in putting you, recruiting you and bringing you on their team. Okay, so any questions, just let me know.